Ever try to grow something? It can be hard when you're starting from scratch. What about growing a future for your kids or for yourself? Would it be just a dream? What if you gave that dream a chance? Gave it some hope? A tiny seed can feed a neighborhood. A pine cone could create a forest. A contribution could launch an education. Or maybe, just maybe, lead someone out of poverty. There's a way to do that, and it doesn't take much, but it does take all of us. All of us can cultivate something together. We can watch it grow. All it needs is a chance.
That's where the United Way can make a real difference. In addition to the United Way's many community services, its main focus is the fight against poverty, and it has a tool to win the fight. It's the Family Success Center, a suite of programs that offers the skills and resources to break the cycle of poverty. And it works.
And this is the Family Success Center. This is usually where most of my support goes. At first I was actually in like I don't want to put it in this terminology, but in a dark place. I was without a job. On top of that, you know, I was trying to provide for families. We kept running into issues, and I mean, it was just at the point where I didn't know what else to do. At the beginning, before I got into any class, they asked me one question, which was, are you worth it? The funny part about that was at that time, I could not answer that question. At that time, you don't feel like you're worth it. I took Goodwill first, the Goodwill job readiness class. After that, I took up the Step Up class, which is also a job readiness class. And then after that, I took the financial literacy. You have to get out of your comfort zone. And the way they mold and shape me took me out of my comfort zone. So when I got out of my comfort zone, I started developing new techniques, new interviewing processes, questions, what to ask, what not to ask. So it just gave me more confidence of, you can do this. Just to develop me as a better person, just that person to get that interview and later on get that job. It made me goal-oriented. At first I wasn't goal-oriented, I was just living day to day. It's funny that you asked me that question because at first I could never answer that question. But now I'm just really, in 5 years, I want to move up further in the company that I currently work for, which is Lowe's Home Improvement. So even if that means as far as going as to corporate, I just want to keep moving and keep striving to do more with that company because it is a career-based company. So without the United Way, there would be no Success Center. There would be no, Gifford Child Development. I mean, they really make sure parents as well as your child strive to do what they need to do in order to better themselves, home, finances, any way possible. So United Way is really like the backbone of the whole development, Family Success Center, Gifford Child, all that. Without them, I do not believe it would be possible. Reach one, teach one. If I've learned anything or if I've developed myself, I can teach you what I've learned, which makes you want to learn more. And if I can just give you a little increment of what I've learned, then you're going to want to go to the Family Success Center. So if I can at least touch at least one person, even if it's just the average Joe, that way they can learn more, develop themselves, and go grab another, and then another. So that way you have a bigger group and a bigger support system to where, hey, I've been what you've been through. Let me show you how I got out of what I got out of. Or let me show you how I ended the struggle. Now I want to help you in your struggle. So if I can at least get one person, touch that one person, it could either just be calling them saying, hey, you all right? You're doing okay? What you need help with? I feel like my job is done. I want to see what they're talking about. Let's see if they can live up to what they're saying. And I'm a product of they live up to what they're saying. So it's more than a special place to me. It's actually home. When I come here, I get the greetings. Hey, how you doing? How's work? Normally you wouldn't have that. I always call it home. And when I take my I call it the walk of fame, down the hallway, I stop at each and every one. So when I hear, hey, how you doing? How's work going? I really feel that. I feel like, hey, okay, they really care about my development. So it gives me like, hey, how can I give back to you? Everything that I've learned from the Family Success Center has put me exactly where I needed to be. To answer that question today, yes, I am worth it. With their help, I became worth it.
So maybe, if we put our finger on the scale just a little, we can even the playing field. and help that seed flourish. Come with us. Let's build a better future. Let's plant that seed.